I asked them to sing those two songs this morning. As I thought about Mother's Day, and Mother's Day is a hard message to preach, I guess, because there's so many different things in life that take place in a mother's life. Some things are good, some things are not so good. Sometimes they're happy, sometimes they're sad. But I don't want to look at just being a mother. I want to look at being a godly woman in today's world. In the world that we live in, these younger generation, when I say younger, these teenagers and these, even older than teenagers. But the generations today, they need some godly women in their lives to guide them in the way that they can go, the way that they should go. They need to be taught how to be a godly mother, because someday most of them will be mothers. And we have a prime example. We have a lot of examples, but one prime example that we're going to talk about this morning is Mary, the mother of Jesus. That song says, Mary, did you know? Mary did know, because God sent an angel to give her a message that she would conceive and bear a child, and she told her what the child's name would be. The messenger told her what the child would be and who he would be. So yes, Mary did know. But let's take a look at Mary's actions, because that's the kind of thing we need to look at, is the actions of this young girl who received the message from God, and how she took it, and what she did, and how she got there in the first place. So what do we really know about Mary? We know that, we believe that we know that she resided in Nazareth. We believe that she was probably from a poor family, just as Joseph was probably from a poor family. And she was engaged or espoused, as the Bible says, to Joseph to be his wife. We know that she was a virgin, and we know that she found favor with God. Now let's go into the Scriptures and see what the Scriptures say about Mary and about this miraculous birth that's going to take place. In Luke chapter 1, if you'll turn there, we'll begin with verse 26. And it reads like this. And in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God unto a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel came in unto her and said, Hail, thou art highly favored, the Lord is with thee, blessed art thou among women. And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying, and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be. And the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. Now, I want to stop right there for just a second. Mary's found favor with God. How does Mary find favor with God? Well, we'll see that in her next actions. But if you could put yourself, ladies, if you could put yourself in Mary's place, a young girl, most likely a teenage girl, because they're married young, poor, waiting on the day to be married, and you get a visitation of an angel, a messenger from God, who says that you have found favor with God. You're blessed. God's grace is poured out upon you, and He's got a job for you to do. Well, let me tell you something. If you have children, or even if you don't have children, if you're a faithful, godly woman in today's world, God has a job for you to do. He has a job for you to teach the young ladies that are coming up in the world how to live, how to act, how to behave, how to conduct themselves, what decisions to make, what decisions not to make. He has a job for each and every one of us. You know, it's amazing. We always focus. Have you ever noticed? We tend to focus on what we consider to be the great men of the Bible. And there's two that really come to mind. There's a lot, but two that I want to mention this morning. One's Peter and the other is Paul. And we think about all the great things that Peter and Paul done during their mission trips, during their evangelism time, in the spreading of the gospel of Jesus Christ. But sometimes we neglect how we got to that point. And the way that we got to that point was God used women. And we could name off a few. And we will. He used Mary, the mother of Jesus. He used Elizabeth, John's mother. He used Ruth. He used Sarah. He used Esther. A lot of women. A lot of women that God used in the Bible to bring about His plan of salvation. The two I want to speak about this morning is Mary and Elizabeth. So here they are. Elizabeth is a married woman. And the scriptures tell us that she's up in years. But the same angel that talks to Mary talked to Elizabeth and told her, you're going to conceive a child in your old age. And she did. And then the angel appears to Mary and says, you're going to conceive a child. Well, it struck fear in Mary's heart. She said, how can that be? I'm not married. I haven't known a man. How am I going to have a child? And the angel explains to her how she is going to have this child. In verse 30, it says, and the angel said unto her, fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. First thing the angel does is try to calm her fears. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Jesus. He shall be great, and he shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever. And of his kingdom there shall be no end. Not only does he tell Mary that she's going to conceive a child, he tells Mary that she's going to conceive the Messiah, our Savior, our Lord. And Mary asked the question, how's this going to take place? I haven't known any man. And the angel answered and said unto her, the Holy Ghost shall come upon thee, and the power of the Highest shall overshadow thee. Therefore also that holy thing which shall be born of thee shall be called the Son of God. And behold, thy cousin Elizabeth, she hath also conceived a son in her old age, and this is the 6th month with her, who was childbearing. For with God nothing shall be impossible. Amen. In verse 38, and Mary said, behold, the handmaid of the Lord, be it unto me according to thy word. And the angel departed from her. Did you see what Mary did here? She saw an angel that struck fear in her heart. He gave her an announcement of a child to be born. She asked the particular, how is this going to happen? And when the angel explained it to her, Mary had took the choices she could have made. She could have went away in disbelief and told herself, oh, this is just something I've dreamed up. This didn't happen to me. Of course, I don't believe that we can have a visit from the angel of the Lord who gives us a message and just walk away and say that didn't happen. But I guess it's possible that she could have done that. She could have said, I have misunderstood what's going on here. But she didn't say that either. You see, she immediately put her faith in God and said, okay, Did you know that a handmaiden was the lowest form of a servant that a woman could be? She humbled herself in the sight of God and said, okay, I will follow your will. She didn't realize, she didn't wake up that morning and think that God was going to send her some kind of great message. She didn't expect to ever have a visitation from an angel. And I know she didn't expect to ever be the mother of the one who came to save the world. It was never in her plans. All she wanted to do was be married. Have a normal life, raise some children, have a family, be faithful to God. You see, none of us know what God has in store for us at any time. We don't know. But I do know this. Whatever God has in store for us, men and women alike need to be like Mary was, and we need to be faithful and obedient to the will of God. Now, there's a lot of mothers today that are not faithful to God. There are mothers today who claim there is no God. That they put God last. That's just something that we'll do on Sunday if we have time. Never really fully committing themselves to God. And in doing so, never really fully commit their children to God. We were talking about this morning in Sunday school, an opportunity that I had one time, or someone asked me to do something about a child dedication one time. And I had a counseling session with the parents, and they didn't like the session. They didn't like what they were told. And they left upset, and they never came back. The point was, how are you going to dedicate your child to God when you haven't dedicated yourself to God? How are we going to be godly men and women in the world to help the younger generation to come up to know God if we don't dedicate ourselves to God? How are we going to know how to teach them what to teach them if we don't know ourselves? Mary obviously had some knowledge of God because she was faithful. She found favor in God's eyes. So she committed her faith and she said, okay, whatever it is that you have for me to do, I will do. But then Mary did something else. Beginning in verse 39, something that all of us need to do, men and women alike. But today's Mother's Day, so I'll say this, especially the women. Let me say this. God used women to bring Jesus into this world. God used women to bring us into this world. He has a purpose. You're not just a creation that wanders around without a purpose. God has a purpose for you. Your purpose may not be to bring a child into the world, but your purpose may be to help raise a child that's already in the world. Your purpose may be to help give direction, godly direction, to some child who otherwise doesn't have anyone to direct them. Verse 39, Mary does something that's kind of strange. Now here she is. She's engaged. Doesn't tell us when they were going to be married, just if they were going to be married. And she just ups and leaves for 3 months. You ever thought about that? I'm sure she had some communication with Joseph and told him, hey, I'm going to my cousin Elizabeth's house to visit with him. I'm going to be gone 3 months. She's gone 3 months visiting Elizabeth. Do you realize that the trip that she took, why she went to go see Elizabeth, was because God messenger told Mary about Elizabeth and her condition. So not only does she put her faith in God, she puts her actions in God. She puts her faith into action when she gets up and goes to see Elizabeth. And it says that when she walked in and she greeted Elizabeth, that Elizabeth's child, John, jumped within her womb because of the Holy Spirit. This is not just two women that's having children. This is two women that's being used by God. This is the kind of mothers that the world needs today, is mothers who put their faith in Jesus Christ and put their action in the faith.
Amen.
And then there's Mary's joy. You know, young ladies grow up, they get engaged, they get married, and they have a what do you ladies call it? Where you jar them gifts of tea. Okay? So they have tea and they're all excited. And this is where women and men differ, okay? They're all excited and plan for months. And they all get together and decorate everything up, you know, just real pretty. And they all go out and buy gifts, trying to set them up for the new life that they're going to lead. Okay. Let me tell you how men will do this. They'll shake your hand and say, well, congratulations on getting married. Hey, it's lunchtime, you want to go have a hamburger? You see, there's a different level of joy there, all right? These women, they plan. They want to do things in a big way. If you really want to do something in a big way, then you live your life for Jesus Christ in a big way.
Amen.
And then they get married. And then they get this news that Mary again, hey, you conceived a child. So now, all the women, they do that same planning, they get back together and they give them a baby shower. So it's a bridal tea and a baby shower, is that right? Somebody shake your head. Okay. So they give them this shower, baby shower, and they bring gifts that they're going to need to take care of their children as they raise them up. Because most of the time, when you first get married and you're young, you know, money's a scarce thing. It was at my house when we got married anyway. You don't have lots of money. You don't have the ability to go out and just purchase everything you need for this new child that's going to come into the family. But the one thing that gets neglected so often is what they really need. An upbringing with the knowledge of Jesus Christ. You see, we can have a room full of diapers and a room full of baby beds and toys and pretty things and clothes. But if we never share the gospel of Jesus Christ with our children, all we've done is kept them alive. And the men are sitting here today and they're going, well, that's good, because all this responsibility is on Mary and Elizabeth, the women. No. The responsibility is on every human being that God has ever created. And if you're here drawing a breath today, you're a creation of God, and it's your responsibility to spread the gospel and to raise up our children in the way that we would go, in the way that they should go. And so oftentimes that chore falls on Mama, because Dad didn't do it. He neglects to do something. He's too busy, you see. He's got to work. And then when he gets through with work, he's got to do whatever there is to do around the house. And then when he gets through with that, he's got his hobbies that he wants to go do. Not that he doesn't love his children. Just don't schedule any time for teaching them about Christ. If you look around in the world that we're in today, think how the world could change. Think how much better it would be if all of us did what Mary did and we humbled ourselves and said, okay, Lord, what is it that you would have me to do? I'll do it. You ever noticed that children, when they get hurt or they get scared, who do they run to? Mom. They don't run to Daddy, do they? Now they run to Mom. You know why? Because they feel secure with Mom. Most of them. Why is that? Because Mom's the one that always takes care of them. She's the one that feeds them. She's the one that hugs them. She's the one that tells them that she loves them. Not that men that do those things, but they're with Mama all the time. they rely on mom. What better opportunity do you have as a mother, a faithful woman of God, to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, than to do it with someone who puts their trust in you 100%? But we get too caught up, too busy. Too much keeping up with the Joneses. Too much time for ourselves. You know, we got to have the material things. And we do all that we can do. We work as many jobs as we can work to give to our children, and we neglect their spiritual upbringing. What happens? It happens in every household, I believe. I might be wrong about that. There might be some out there that's not that way. It happened in my household. I'll be the first one to admit it. I had other things that I had to do. We attended church. We brought our children to church. And we taught them when we had an opportunity to teach them. But did we do like the Scripture says? That when we sit down to eat, we talk about Christ. When we lay down to sleep, we talk about Christ. When we got up in the morning, we talk about Christ. No, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. But we should have done it. Now here's the thing. We can't change what we didn't do. What we didn't do, we didn't do. But we can change what we're going to do. Doesn't have to be our children. We don't have to be a mother or a father in the physical sense, where we have their blood running in our veins. But as brothers and sisters in Christ, as faithful men and women, if indeed we are that, we have a responsibility to our children, to our church's children, and to the world's children to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with them, and not just in word, but in action, like Mary did. You see, the story goes on and on and on and on. Not a story, it's an event. It's true. And it goes on even until the burial of Jesus Christ. We see Mary beside her child, who's rejected by the world, ridiculed by the world. The world wants to kill him, they want to get rid of him, but they're married, they're with him all the time, because she knows that God has given her a job to do. And she loves her son, just as she loves her other children. If you've ever felt in your heart that God has given you a job, if you've ever known a child that needed someone to raise them up, if you've ever had some other child besides your own that come to you that put his trust or her trust in you, take the opportunity that God has given you to help lead those children in the way that they should go. And then, you'll be the mother that God wants you to be. And for the men here, you'll be the father that God wants you to be. We come up with all kinds of programs, big sister, big brother, all that kind of stuff, you know, to help people, the children who don't have parents, or that their parents have neglected them in whatever way. That's not a new plan. That's been God's plan all along. It's for us to reach out to one another. If you want to have a good Mother's Day and a joyful Mother's Day, certainly if you have the ability to see your children see it. But more importantly, you always have the ability to talk to them. Reach out to God and draw close to Him. And you'll see how much joy you can have on Mother's Day. Mary, after she showed her actions when she was talking to Elizabeth, she told her joy. She told her joy. She talked about how her heart goes out to God, how she blesses God, how God's Spirit well, whenever you can read it, it's right there in the scriptures. The next couple of verses. She was faithful. She put actions to her faith. And she was joyful. You know what? She didn't wake up that morning seeking God. She was just obedient to what God told her. She was an everyday woman, just like everyone you, just like Peter and Paul. We put them up on pedestals. We say they're great men of the Bible. Peter was a fisherman, and Paul was a persecutor of the church. They were just average men, because when it gets right down to it, that's all the men are. We're average men and women, created by God for a purpose, and that purpose is to bring glory to God. And we bring glory to God when we are obedient. We don't have hymns of invitation.